Hello and welcome. In today's video we'll be sharing our method of reducing this roughness on the skin of this model using a very fast and effective method, and if implemented and mastered, it will take you less than a minute to fix a rough skin and get a top-notch retouched image at the end of the day. What can be more amazing? So with no further ado, let's get started. I already did some basic blemish removal using the spot healing brush tool, and I assume most of you know how to use it. And if you don't, you just duplicate the background layer, take your spot healing brush and left click and move it over the blemish you want to remove. It's as simple as that, and remove it. So that's actually the first step, which is a very obvious stuff. You have to remove the obvious blemishes on the skin so that this other method will not be overdone and render the skin dull or babby looking. After the basic blemish remover, you duplicate the layer, convert it to smart object, come to filter, camera raw filter. In the camera raw, you go to your basic adjustment, and screw down to the texture slider here, pull it to the negative side, take it down, watch your skin. I think around 76 minus 76 is okay. If the texture is not smoothing the skin enough, you can come to the clarity slider here and also take it to the negative side. I usually don't overdo this. Minus 8, minus 10 is good. To bring back some details to the skin, we'll go to our detail slider, take the sharpening up. 40 is good, and that's it for the camera. You click on OK, and here we are back in Photoshop. Back here in Photoshop, you mask this effect from the image using Ctrl I on your keyboard. Take your brush, leave the flow at a reasonable amount. 30 is okay. Make sure you're on the max layer, and make sure your foreground is white. Take your brush and paint over where you want to reduce the roughness of the skin. Yeah, this will vary from image to image, but your eye will do the judgment, and you just move, left click and clean the skin. That's it. You can see how effective this method is. Yeah. Let's take a look at a before and after to see how far we've gone with the skin. This is the before, very rough. This is the after. Let's zoom in to see how effective this is. This is before, this is after. If you are not satisfied with this, because skin can be really rough. Okay, we're just trying to be as fast as possible. You can be more careful. Everything is based on priority, so just trying to show you the effect here. This is the before, this is after. You can go further using frequency separation to still dial down the roughness of the skin if you want it smoother. It all depends on your taste. And also the advantage of converting this layer to smart object before applying the camera raw filter is that we now have the flexibility of going back to the camera raw filter by double clicking on it, and readjusting the sliders based on what we think is good or not. Like if you think the effect is making the skin too soft, you can return the slider, and if you think it's not good enough, you can increase the texture slider or the clarity slider, just based on your taste and based on the image you are working on. This varies from image to image, so just knowing that working in a non-destructive method makes your work more flexible is a plus, so keep that in mind. I'll click on the OK again. From this point, you can use the local dodge and burn to correct some lighting issues here, and also a global dodge and burn or contouring, which is the other name for it, to make the image look more three-dimensional. Yeah, there's also some work to be done in the eye and the hair, more volume, so you can use liquify to correct that. Just to keep this tutorial short and precise, we'll have to make other videos where we'll show you how to do the affirmation stuffs. So make sure you subscribe to this channel so that you get notified when this video drops, and you can also check our other videos on how to get golden looking kind of skin tone. Our free resources are also available, link in the description. You can check our Instagram homepage for that. And that's it for this video. See you in another video. Thank you.